ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my shows into all the apps people listen to? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to each one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and it's ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you up with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading you this ad. My podcast host and I, we live all over the United States, and Anchor allows us to sound like we're in the same room. So while everyone is all quarantined in from this coronavirus, we can continue with business as usual and keep bringing you great shows. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. Remember, I can't wait to hear your podcast. Naturally Unbothered.
Hey everybody, it's Thursday and welcome to another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I'm Shari.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Ebony.
And we have some dick in the house.
What?
Hey, some dick in the house. Hey, some dick in the house. What's your name, Dick?
You gonna get this dick. You gonna get this dick.
Hey,
What's happening, ladies? It's Andre. It's your boy Dray. So I'm chilling. I just call me Dray right now. That's my stripper name. Coming to the stage.
Yes. Coming to the stage. Stripper man Dray himself.
I got my money ready.
Man, you better have them all out. $5 get me home. That's all I need.
$5?
$5 get me home. I'm straight.
$5 to make you holler. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's some lummy long time right there. $5 a long way back in the day.
If I can make $40, I'm straight. It's a good night.
Put some gas
Exactly.
in it.
I got 5 on it.
You got five
on it.
Can I get 35 more? 35? Can I get a
Hell yeah. He said, I'm going to auction this dick off tonight.
Hey, I want a lap dance if we're putting out more.
Oh, hilarious.
All right. I want some cast updates. I got a question. What's the strangest thing you've done during sex or foreplay?
Well,
Dray
Oh
first.
shit! Why I gotta go? No, man. I'm gonna hear this. Y'all go ahead. I can't. I cannot. You're gonna have to take me a second to get this. I done had a whole lot of stuff, man. So y'all gonna have to give me a second.
What you drinking? What a lot of stuff. What you want?
Man, I need to be drinking something. I ain't drinking nothing yet.
All right. Lisa, you gonna go first?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I've done anything that was really, really strange. Probably the strangest thing I ever did was fucking under the house. I mean, that's probably the strangest for me.
Fucking under the house.
What?
He obviously hasn't listened to that episode,
space.
Right?
She was fucking in the crawl space.
I was a teenager then.
Oh, okay. Well, it was by any means necessary. I understand.
Exactly.
I understand.
What about you, Ebony?
I would probably say, what is the strangest thing that I've done during foreplay
or sex? Or how about what's the strangest thing you ever used? If you can't think of something that's strange that you've done, what's the strangest thing that you've used during sex or foreplay? How about that? Because you're kind of struggling on this.
I'm not struggling. I just don't know if it's strange. Like, you know, I really like elbows, soft ones. So
yeah, that is strange, Ebony.
Is it?
So where did you put the elbow?
What can you do with a fucking elbow?
I sucked it.
For real.
I sucked the elbow.
You sucked it, or you put your clit on it and actually fucked
Nope,
it?
I sucked it, and I've also licked teeth.
Like, did you at least season it?
I did not.
God damn.
I did not.
I mean, most elbows is crusty than a motherfucker.
No, not this part.
So you've only done this to one person because everybody else's elbows ain't.
They are that's what I was like. Oh my god, you have these. Like, your elbows are just pretty. They're not like they weren't. They were just some pretty elbows.
They weren't man elbows.
Yes.
They were man elbows.
Ma'am.
That's that dude right there, boy. His mama must have gave him some extra.
I mean, he didn't put his elbows on his desk or on the table or nothing. Growing up, he kept his arms straight. I don't know what he was doing, but his elbows.
You just had to put your lips and your tongue on it.
Mm-hmm. And you sure that was a man?
I'm positive. I am positive.
A man with soft elbows.
Yes, smooth.
I don't know what that means. I don't even have anything that I can say about a man with
I don't know either.
I think he exfoliated. Like, in the shower, he had his... He was one of those guys that put baby oil on his body after, you know, while he was still moist in the shower. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. One of them. I got you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say the strangest thing I've ever used during sex is a Tootsie Roll blow pop.
And what did you do with it?
I basically I kind of anal fucked him with it.
Jesus. Oh man. Is this the right show? Is this what?
Jesus.
I don't know. Well, you are in Atlanta, so
you put a Tootsie Roll pop in his ass.
I think this was before Atlanta.
I did.
I mean, this was way before Georgia.
Georgia. But I sucked it until it was no more rough ends on it, and then I inserted it in his ass.
But what you do when he pulled it out of his ass? Who ate it?
Threw it in the trash. I'm not putting that shit in my mouth. I might as well just eat shit if I was going to put it back in my mouth.
I mean, I'm just inquiring myself. No, I'm sure the listeners, I was not the only one who wanted to know the answers to that question.
Absolutely did not eat it. It went it went on the side of the bed until we made it to
shit stains on the carpet.
But it didn't go back in my mouth.
It was shit stains on the carpet by the side of the bed.
No. Well, no,
that's so nice.
But yeah. Ugh. Okay, Dray. Oh, go ahead.
I already went. Sorry. And I said that's gross.
I know. I didn't mean to cut you off. Okay.
I would like this. You know, like I said, I can't say that I've ever used anything foreplay wise that was strange, and I don't believe that I've done anything strange, but I will tell you a story that happened to me that was strange that I didn't believe could happen. Okay.
Talk about it.
I'll make it quick. I ain't gonna try to do it, but someone told me this was some years ago. They were like, hey, if I come through, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna do this foreplay thing, I'm gonna tell you right now, make sure you have a big garbage bag or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to put on the bed. And I'm like, why? You know, because she really gets wet. So she was a squirter. Okay, not a problem. So to get over there, I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm warning you, you're going to need. I was like, man, please, I ain't worried about this. I done made women squirt before, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, no biggie. So I'm down there. I'm getting my crunch and munch on, eating, tickling Elmo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I was doing. And when I tell you, when that sucker came, I promise you, I have never in my entire life felt like somebody poured a gallon of water on my face, like, and I couldn't breathe. Like I literally lost it. Like I had to gag for air.
Oh goodness.
I've never experienced that in my entire life. So that was the strangest thing I can say that I can think of right now, top that has ever happened to me. I was pissed off because she fucked up my bed. I was really pissed off. But she
warned you. No, you should have been mad at yourself because she told you what was going on.
No, she didn't tell me that was. Well, yeah, she did. But so what? Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. It's just a thought. That did something to me. So, but that was it. I'm sorry. I ain't got no crazy stories right off top that I can think of. Huh?
Did you have sex with her again after that?
Yeah, we did it again, and this time I came prepared.
Gosh,
but
y'all need to stop moving y'all phones around.
Yeah, somebody moving around. I don't know. But yeah, we did it again.
I know who it is.
But she didn't, she came, but she didn't come like that time.
You see how the guilty always spell?
I already knew it, so I just wasn't trying to say her name.
Oh,
it's all good.
Moving right along.
That's why your bed got messed up.
Look, you're gonna have to put some more money on your little Boost Metro or your Metro PCS or something. Ooh. Okay, next time go to the payphone then. Go to the payphone and call in so we can get this thing started. And maybe there may be somebody with some soft elbows there too. You know what I'm saying? You might, just in case. Let me stop.
Hey. She might get it all in up at the
somebody. I'm sorry, I didn't hear shit y'all said because some motherfucker tried to call me because I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So there the fuck it is, huh?
Ebony, is this
I feel like it. And my phone. Look.
Welcome to the
We're gonna have to talk fast and do this fast. My phone is in the red. I'm trying to work out.
Ebony, if you don't plug that fucking phone up, what the fuck?
Yo, I had a very tumultuous day. I had to drop them people off at Atlanta and shit.
We don't want to hear it.
Well, go. Let's go to the next. He got his bed was messed up because he wanted the pussy. He didn't take precautions, so that's why his bed got messed up. Why I got my Boost Mobile over here. You sticking lollipops up people's ass, and Lisa fucking in the school parking lot under the house or some shit. So y'all need to get all y'all need to get y'all's lives together. All y'all got fucked up sexual experiences right now.
You right.
Bitch, you need to get your fucking self.
You right. I'm going to therapy about my shit right now, though. You right. You sure is right.
You going to therapy? Okay, namaste.
I am.
Namaste.
All right, so I decided to not do a shame-worthy topic this week because I found out something that's just 100% just a damn shame.
About who?
Idris Elba.
Yeah, I heard about it.
What happened? We talked about it.
So y'all know Idris is like the dick of all dicks. Has the dick of all dicks. And that shit has been contaminated by the coronavirus.
Oh.
Can we give a moment of silence for that man's penis? That man's penis is out of commission. All right, moving on.
Dang, we don't get to say how we feel about it?
Oh, yes, you can say how you feel. Go ahead. I'm sorry. How do you feel about Idris' dick? I mean,
I feel sad about him.
I'm sorry.
I feel sad about that, even though I'm not never going to get it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel sad that his wife looked she looked distraught when he was giving his message out. She looked super distraught. And
she did.
Now I just want to give my condolences because she ain't going to be riding that thing. So she ain't going to be riding that thing for 6 to 8 weeks.
A little minute.
Unless they wearing masks and stuff. I mean, I would still do it.
Please.
The dick is good. The dick don't have the virus.
Look,
Dray, I smell some jealousy.
No, listen, look. I got my test back. I went and got my test. You know what I'm saying? I am positive for chlamydia. I am positive for HIV. I'm positive for herpes, but I am negative for COVID-19. So I am safe, ladies. This team is safe. You don't have to worry about catching that from me.
They gotta worry about catching everything else from you. What are you talking
about? But he's saying at least it's a cure for the shit he got, though.
COVID-19 is what's dominating everything. You ain't got to worry about at least catching that. We'll worry about the other stuff later.
And those other things he said have cures. Right. Those things have cures now.
Those shits ain't gonna kill. Well,
but it's medicine you can take for it. It's not shit. They send you home with that fucking COVID-19. They said let that shit run its course and don't be around nobody.
That's what they're trying to do. Well, y'all know, actually, speaking of, I'm sorry, not trying to change the subject. Y'all know Kevin Durant got it as well, right? Yes, Kevin, he tested positive for that. It went from his immune system to his, from his hair to his immune system. So he been having it. So
you ain't right.
Stop. Let me stop.
You ain't right. Next you gonna say LeBron's hairline.
Right. No, Laura, LeBron's hairline missed it. That's what it is. He could. Yeah, he missed it. So he's straight.
That is funny.
Oh, shit.
He tested positive as well. Just since we naming folk.
Well, I don't know what his dick like, so I'm okay with it. I just feel better,
boom.
sir. Feel better.
Well, let me tell you how this coronavirus has made my life better. In Alabama, they have the ABC board has approved temporary curbside sales of alcohol.
Temporary?
Oh, well, 7-Eleven do that in Texas. 7-Eleven delivers.
Curbside.
But that's great that you can get your liquor curbside. That's awesome. I wonder if prostitutes gonna start making door-to-door pussy.
Don't you already do that
as well?
Oh, that girl was quick with it.
You was quick. You know what? Somebody did need to
there you go, bitch.
I mean, look, if y'all doing all that, man, let me give y'all my address real quick. I want to see something.
All right, let's play this game. It's called If I Had To. It's a scenario game. So, Dray, I'm gonna need you to
all right, I'm a damn so try, man. But I ain't finna try to do no sweet pickle stuff. So, all right.
All right. So I need you to pick a number between
3
1 and 5. All right. If you had to give advice to your ex's new boo, what would it be?
Run. No, my thing is, honestly, I would be honest straight up with him. Like, look, man, good luck. If you need, let me tell. I'm gonna be straight up with him. Good luck. Maybe you are a better man than me to deal with what I went through. Maybe you know how to handle that. I don't know how to handle that. I didn't know how to handle it, which is why we are divorced. So good luck. I wish you well. I wish you a long life of love, you two. I have no reason to hate on her and her ex moving on. I wanted her. This is what I wanted. I just know what he's going to be in for. And he's going to call me crying. I know he is. I know he's going to call me crying. I promise you. Trust me, if they ever got married, she's destined to be single for the rest of her life. Like, literally, I had to leave her. I left her ass. So she's destined to be single for the rest of her life. I know she is.
Nobody's destined to be single for the rest of their lives.
Let me say, I'm not a bitter father, a bitter ex-husband to this woman, but when I tell you this woman is pure evil, she was pure evil. I literally mean that. I lost my mom, and
so sorry.
she had come around, and it had to come around with your mama A, B, C, and D, but while I'm still grieving about this, she does not care. She does not care. So I had to leave her ass over that reason. So, and she decided, and she knew it, she's still hurting right now because I did, but she decided she's telling my children that, I cheated. That's why, and we had to divorce because I cheated. She's lying to the kids. So that's the stuff that I'm talking about. She's destined to be miserable for the rest of her life. I know she will be. So it is what it is right now. I'm not bitter about it. I'm moving on. I'm happy.
Hey, it's something about when your mama passed away and that person ain't there for you. That shit will dead.
It was already dead anyway. That just put the ice.
Dead it. Yeah, but I mean that solidifies the shit. I know.
That exactly.
Trust me, I know. Yeah. All right, Ebony, pick a number, not the number 3. 1, 2, 4, or 5.
I'm going to say number 1.
All right. If you had to write a relationship termination letter to your ex, what would it say?
I got it. Dear motherfucking loser.
Not the motherfucking loser.
Dear motherfucking loser. I happily express my pleasant departure from this ragged ass relationship with your ragged ass and little dick.
Well, goddamn.
I'm so motherfucking happy that this relationship is over. I hope that while you are driving, it starts to rain heavily and your windshield wipers don't work. And your fucking 2 tires, 1 tire in the front, 1 tire in the back. I hope them motherfucking hubcaps get loose. I don't want nothing to happen to you right away. I want you to suffer a little bit when your ass hit that goddamn tree going down that deep, steep fucking hill. With all my love and wishes. Deuces.
I am so glad that I am not your ex.
When you break up with why would you break up with somebody that
oh my God.
That hurts their feelings. That hurts their feelings.
You was fucking him for
that hurts their feelings. It doesn't matter if they even when they know they gotta make that shit still hurt their feelings. It hurts their ego a little bit. So I would just say that shit is little and I was fucking somebody else the whole time. Your raggedy ass.
Oh hell no.
Hit that tree. Hit that tree hard, motherfucker. I hope you get
damn, Ebony.
Stuck on the tree.
You hurt my feelings just over here listening to this. God damn.
Well, that's my breakup letter. So
oh shit, I'm glad
I got a letter for you. Too. F and U.
That's a big letter.
Bitch, you better not never read it out loud.
I had 2 letters. F and U. Pay attention.
Whatever. All right, Lisa.
What's up?
You got number 2, 4, or 5?
I'll take 5.
If you had to have sex with one of your exes to beat a murder rap, would you? And who would it be?
If I had to have sex with one of my exes to beat a murder rap, it would be the dude that I was involved with when I first moved here. Because he was fun. He was sweet. He had a big ass dick. We smoked weed.
On the edge.
And we had fun together. It would be him.
So yes, you would go fuck your ex to get to beat the rap?
Oh yeah. I don't have to be committed to him. I just gotta fuck him.
Man, y'all big dicks and shit, man. What about the little dick niggas like us, man? We get jealous. We need love too.
You better get a penis pump or
I got one. I got one now. So what? I got one.
Okay. Well, don't be mad at us when we want to fuck with y'all.
I got like a perfect fit though. I got like a curve, so I can make sure I hit a spot.
Ooh. We talked about that before. Those curves.
You speaking her love language. You said curving. Ooh.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, boo. Hey, girl.
Dray.
She talking about.
He said,
hell no. Girl. Not today.
Shit, my areola is hard right now. Yeah.
You got your areolas hard, Dray? All right. Dre, pick 2.
I'm picking definitely 2.
All right. If I had to apologize to my ex about something they never knew, what would it be? What would I be apologizing for?
That's a great question.
Sure is.
Ooh, you know, I got some good shit. Now, what ex do I want to tell?
Whoever got the juiciest tail you can talk about.
I'm not gonna tell no secrets from my recent ex.
Yeah, all right.
Immediately.
So yeah, immediately. So I'm gonna go with the ex before that. So
in band camp.
One time,
I was just about to say that. Oh, Ebony, Lord, I'm gonna be in shock. You're supposed to shock me, but you're supposed to shock everybody else. Okay.
You're gonna be shocked, but you know why. So there was this incident that occurred that somebody you was cheating on me with, all their tires except for one went on flat. I might know who did that shit. That might have been me.
So you talking about my homeboy? That was my homeboy. Did you? No, let me stop. Really?
So you out here slashing tires and
know
shit.
His ass.
Good job.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, because let me tell you, she called him and she was like, "Somebody fucking slashed my tires. I think it was your wife." He was like, "My wife been in the bed with me the whole night."
Okay. He had your back. I'm proud of you. I got friends in low places. Good job.
I got friends.
Next time, take the windshield wipers off. See, people don't be expecting that shit. People expect their windshield wipers to be there, and then it's nothing like a good motherfucking rain, and you can't get that rain off there. Shit, that dirty ass windshield. I'm telling you.
Now that is fucked up. That's a good one though. I ain't gonna even lie about that.
Hey, all of a sudden it's about to be a
that's a good one.
Turning on their motherfucking windshield wipers and bitches is gone because of Ebony and her.
You better patent that crazy shit right now. That's all right.
Listeners, I'm telling you, if he is fucking up, there's no better time than now. Take those motherfucking windshield wipers off, and then take all the motherfucking toilet paper too. Winning.
Oh God.
Just leave 2 squares on the roll. Unravel all that shit. That's what I did. Unravel all that shit. Leave 2 squares on there. Oof.
Man.
Good times.
Anyway. Let's get her out of her demented state of mind.
This is where I'm at today.
Our topic for the evening.
I'm in the crazy house today. Enter at your own risk.
Dray, I'm sorry because you just left one.
I don't mind. Let's go.
I'm so sorry. Actually, you probably thrive in it because
Right.
once you be with somebody crazy for so long, you probably.
I mean, I'm crazy a little bit myself, man. I just ain't showed it yet, so
let it out. Let it out,
girl. Okay. Oh my God! Like this one time. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Right? All right. Let's see. So the topic for today is: have you ever had sex out of obligation?
Ooh, let me see. Ooh. Damn, that's a damn good question.
I'm sure.
What about y'all, ladies?
Sure if you've been in a relationship, you have, but I can't think of any time I haven't wanted to do it. I think I've always wanted to, but I did have a friend one time who has done it out of obligation. And I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story. So about 11 years ago, I had this friend. I was like, hey, let's go to Dallas. We go to Dallas. It shit ends up being so fucked up because I get in an argument with my cousin. We about to fight in front of the club because we so drunk. And so I have friends in Dallas. So I call my friend. I'm like, yo, we too drunk to drive. Can we come over there? He's like, yeah, I have a friend here. And I'm like, oh, you do? Well, someone is with me. And so we drunk, we eat because he cooks for us and all that kind of stuff. And then we go to bed. And my friend, she's stuck downstairs with the friend. And so the next morning, she was sad. Like, she was crying. She was like, I did it with him. And I didn't want to. And I just did it. And I'm feeling some type of way. And I was like, bitch, you didn't have to do it. I'm confused on why you did the shit. It wasn't his house. Like, if anybody should have been obligated to get married, it should have been me because I didn't brought another motherfucker over here. And he didn't have to feed you and all that. So I'm confused. I don't even really like her for real now because of that. And you know who I'm talking to about. You know who I'm talking about too, Shari. I really don't. And I hope she don't listen. Well, I don't even care if she listens to this podcast or not. But that shit made me so mad, and it just changed the way I felt about her because I'm like, she almost made it seem like she was almost forced to do it, but without saying it. Like, it's weird. But she did the shit. He didn't force her to do it. She did that shit because I don't know why the fuck she did it. But she didn't want to do it. She could have been like, nah, it's not that. It ain't like she could have came upstairs with us.
Shit.
So I hope.
Yep.
No, she wasn't part of the Me Too movement.
If she ever, I swear to God, if she ever brought that shit up, I promise I would fucking choke her ass to death. If she ever brought that shit up and said that shit happened like that. I'm sorry, listeners. This is where I'm at today. I'm feeling real homicidal right now.
I'm pouring me a drink because I can't with you today.
I'm having Moscato.
It's all right.
I'm drinking some Pinot Noir because I got to drink something that's a little bit got a little kick.
Of course, you got to be drinking something that has almost penis in it, almost the word penis in it. Peen.
They both start with a P. Girl. Okay. Whatever. So I've never had sex out of obligation. There's not many times in my life I've never not wanted to have sex with my partner or whatever. I've had sex, took one for the team before, but it's still because I wanted.
I've done that too.
Out of a obligation.
For the team, I'd be like, let me go ahead.
And that was going to be my thing. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. It's not obligation. It was taking one for the team. So the cover for my guy. So.
Right.
I have out of obligation. And
do tell.
What happened was I was in a place in life where I did not have a place to stay. And one of my friends, my good friends, asked her brother if I could come to his place. He agreed to it. Before I didn't even ask her. She just knew I was in a bad spot. So she came where I was at one night and told me she had found a place for me, and it was her brother's place, and he had agreed to allow me to stay there until, I could change my situation. Well, of course, me as a woman, knowing how men are, I was like, okay, in my mind, I better entertain that thought, because usually if there's a vagina and a penis in the same house and they're not related, at some point they're going to connect to each other. So eventually, it did happen more than on one occasion. The first time, I felt obligated. The other times, it was just consensual.
It was good. After you got it.
I mean, so that obligation must have been some good dick. Okay, this is good. I
was wondering, because the way you started that thing about, you had to, you didn't have a place to stay, etc. I was about to say, was your friend's name Ronnie, and did she have a brother named Junior? Just wanted to know. just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay.
No.
All right, just checking.
That's funny.
Just checking.
You can do it with your jacket too.
Funny.
So Lisa, was he not attractive? Did you like?
He was attractive, and he had always been like a brother to me. But you just, I've been involved with a close male friend, and I don't believe in sex with my male friends because it messes up the relationship, the dynamics of the relationship.
Disagree, but okay.
And it did mess up our relationship because we don't talk to this day because of that. And we were really close friends prior to that situation.
Dang.
He may have been trying to get some ass.
So, Ebony, you don't think you...
What's that?
So, Ebony, you don't think that sex between friends messes up the relationship?
I do believe that it does. It messes up the dynamics really bad.
No. Yes and no. I can see your point. I'm 50-50 on that. I can agree, but I disagree as well because I've done it before. So, like I said, we're still friends to this date. You know what I'm saying? We just don't go there. We've never went back there again sexually. So, like I said, we were tight before. We had our sex, whatever. We did what we did. And, like I said, we're still cool with each other. We're just not as tight is because we don't want to get back off in that situation again. We don't want to put ourselves in a situation. So it's not awkward, but like I said, I kind of get what you're saying where it kind of mess up the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can still remain friends. It just really depends on the people, I guess.
It really does. And I think there has to be boundaries and an understanding set from the jump. Like once those are determined, I think so, because I was in a long one for a long time. And that understanding is still like I was not in the wedding, but was invited to the wedding by both parties. Of course, the other side didn't know, but you know what I'm saying? That was in a different life. But in those times, like I think it can happen. It can be done. Good friends are hard to come by, especially when they got penis. That's good.
A good coochie is hard to, man. Oh my God.
See?
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Y'all continue. I'm sorry. Areola's getting hard again over here.
this is a show where you can share if you feel like you need to. But I'm like, I agree with what Ebony said, that you have to lay some foundation. But in that situation, when I came into it, we didn't really talk about it. We just allowed events to happen. And I think that's the reason why it tore us apart as good friends, because we never had that type of attraction to each other prior.
Mm-hmm. It was out of
to
convenience.
That situation.
You was walking around the house with them damn booty shorts on and shit, coming out the shower, nipples all erect. That motherfucker was like, you know what? I'm tired of this pussy walking around.
Where the fuck she at? Who did that shit right now? Who did that shit?
Yes.
Inbox me a picture real quick. Let me see how that shit look. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm sure it started off out of convenience. And so, and I think there might have been a little resentment on your part because maybe you felt like he took advantage of the situation, not of you, but just the situation. And then, because he put it on you, and then he was like, shit, I'm not probably getting nowhere else. Let me just go ahead and give in every time. And then, since there were no boundaries set or no understandings, blah, blah, when you left, you kind of just felt like still holding that resentment, you know?
Yeah.
Man, I hope this ain't turned into like no therapy section because y'all was like, damn, you know, you obligated. I'm over really thinking like, damn, did I feel obligated to do a couple of things? Because like, I'm really questioning myself. I'm holding myself right now. Like, damn, did I? This shit is deep. I don't know. This is starting to get deep right now on me.
You need to help yourself through the situation.
I don't know, because like I said, I've done things, you know what I'm saying, to take one for the team. I've done that, and you know, it was a story of this happening. A homeboy, we ended up meeting a girl or whatever, and she invited us over to her house or whatever. She had her cousin there. Her cousin was not attractive, but her cousin was not going to let them be alone. So I had to basically distract her, and they're trying to get some, and they started getting some, and she came up on me, and she was like, come on, y'all gonna have to leave. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to, all right. So I feel like that shit is a little traumatizing now, just trying to think about this shit. Because I wasn't prepared. But I can say this and and be truthful about it. Whatever the fuck she did to me, that shit was good. I can't lie about it. So I would say, but I never did it again because I was kind of ashamed.
Because she wasn't attractive?
That was part of it. That was 50% of it, because I didn't want to. And I would look at her different if I saw her again. Like I kind of feel like you kind of use me, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, that shit was kind of good. You know what I'm saying? I just did my best to avoid at that point in time. So, like I said, come to sit back and think about it. Yeah, it was a big conflict, man. You know what? Let me see if I still got her number. I want to see something real quick. I mean, I ain't getting no ass now, but let me, man. No, I ain't got nothing. This is, man, I'm talking.
You probably.
Man, I trust me, I don't. This has been over. Man, this has been over 20 years ago when that shit happened. So
she probably look better now.
That coochie ain't.
She might.
That shit don't even.
She might look better now. Sometimes people age better,
being the same
than what they look.
She might have aged great.
Man, I done seen them, like I said, where they change. You know what I'm saying? They're not pretty, but then all of a sudden, as time goes on, some of them either have surgery or they grow out of that look.
Yeah,
and they become something completely different. They're butterflies. You like, hold on, this person was inside that body or under there, whatever. I'm saying, I seen it. I'm not lying.
Or sometimes it could just be that you have gotten to know that person, and the ugly don't matter anymore.
No, I'm talking more or less that I hadn't seen them.
Exactly.
I hadn't seen them. I know 2 females who have not seen in years. And this is even since I was in the military, when I was in or whatever, I've seen them again. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's one of them things that, look, if I was attracted to you when you were fat, you got to give me a shot first to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there for you. You know what I'm saying? When nobody else wasn't. You got to I was there for you.
He said, when you get
I was there first. You got to give me a shot first. You got to.
You lose that weight, let me get it first.
Char, you can elaborate on being an ugly duckling and flourishing into a swan. Tell us about your situation.
we all know that's untrue. And Dray I was little, so yeah.
Oh, I got a story. I got a story about her.
Listen,
tell a story.
I got a story about you though.
Tell it.
I'm gonna see.
Tell the story. They already know I used to.
No. I ain't worried about you humping. No, we never did hump. We was about to, but we didn't. But like I said, I don't know if you remember. You decided to invite me and a neighbor, and I think it was one other person into the house, whatever. But I don't think the other person came in. But the neighbor did, and I came in, and we were supposed to get in the tub. We all got in the bathroom. We all went to the bathroom and we all got in the tub. And he dared you to do something or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's something about you passed gas or something and you did it. I just remember jumping up out of the tub and leaving. What? I'm dead ass serious. I still remember that to this day.
I'm traumatized that she farted in the tub when y'all was in the tub. I do not
remember.
She farted in the tub. And I gotta.
Well, all you know is a major ass tomboy.
Trust me, believe me, I am not lying about this. I remember this vividly.
I don't remember it at all, but
I
if it has something to do with farting back in the day, it probably.
Like I said, it happened. Yeah, I remember that. I used to have a crush on you too when we was little. You know what I'm saying? But I never could get around to coming around there. Huh?
The fart?
Yeah, all that.
All that. The farter. You're the farter now.
Yeah, all that.
Yes.
I don't recall this, so I'm not agreeing to this or disagreeing.
You was right around the corner. Trust me, I remember. I know this vividly.
I was a horrible tomboy.
Got you.
Anyway, moving along.
Yes.
Right along. Ebony.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
What time do you think it is?
Oh, hey!
What's that number one zodiac sign? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have someone who wrote in to say my name, and this is how it goes. I've been married for 2 years, and I've always liked rough sex. Lately, my lady is damn near abusive in the bedroom. I want to tell her she's doing too much, but she's so into it that I can't see that she's turned on. Ebony, how do I get her to tone that shit down before I knock the shit out of her on accident, but on purpose? Call me abused. LOL. Abused. Ooh, abuse and use. Let that lady use and abuse you. Just keep on letting her use it. I wish you would fight back. You bet not. You just keep letting her do what she does. Because ain't no telling. I'm sure you've done some shit and she's been letting you do it. So you let that lady live and let her get her jollies how she's getting them. And just keep on letting her slap and punch and bite and scratch and whatever she got to do.
I can't stand it. As a man, I can't take this. Like, listen, man, you are being abused.
No.
Get out of there.
No.
I'm saying call somebody. That is abuse, man. That is pure abuse. I'm telling you right now. Imagine you choking your wife, and she decides to choke you back. That's abuse, man.
He must be a small man if she's abusing him. You know what I'm saying? He might be a chubby chaser, so maybe he is small.
Ebony, your domination
I'm saying
is coming out.
You need to just let that lady do what she's doing to you, abused, and get used and abused some more.
She might be watching and listening to a whole bunch of BDSM.
And they've been doing
and
it.
now her ass is out of control.
Y'all should have established some safe words in the beginning. And because you didn't, she's fucking running amok. And to the wife, keep doing you, ma'am, Miss Abused. Keep doing you. Keep doing you.
Sir, tell your wife y'all need to establish
That's it.
Words. That's my advice.
Make sure she likes you. You need to make sure she likes him, because she may be trying to actually hurt this man seriously.
Do you have insurance? She is running amok.
Exactly. Like I said, exactly. Make sure she likes him. You know what I'm saying?
Just take her.
Because if there's no way some woman should be that damn angry to be doing that rough.
Sometimes it's good and you want to fight.
What?
I've had that. Yes. Good sex. So good sex. Fight.
Physically fight.
No.
I like to wrestle as foreplay into the sex, but I don't want to
haven't had no.
I just want to wrestle. Fighting and wrestling is two different things. You're talking about
abuse and slap and scratch and bite. And what she's doing.
I'm calling the cops. You hit me. I'm calling the cops. Fuck that shit.
This is what Mr.
Abused. I'm not playing
Abused. This is my advice. Take her off the insurance policy and just let her keep doing what the fuck she's doing. Because apparently you didn't say the right. Y'all haven't established any safe words. You haven't said, "Look, I'm gonna do this if it gets too much." Let her continue to choke the shit out you. They didn't do any of that. Y'all just went in willy nilly. Y'all just went in balls out, walls out. So no, you get what you get. You got yourself. You made that bed and lay in it.
But I think
it's too late to turn back now.
But Ebony, I think that maybe he allowed her to start off with just a little bit of force, and he validated by not saying anything. He validated that it was okay for her to do it, so she just kept taking it a little bit further and a little bit further until now it's out of control.
That's exactly it, man. You're gonna have to man up. You gotta man up. He has to man up.
Yeah.
Right now at this point, because I understand this, and if that's what y'all like in y'all's bedroom, I mean, it's y'all's bedroom, man. Enjoy, have fun. But if you decide from just your question alone, you decide to accidentally, intentionally, on purpose, hit her back, and she look at you and start laughing and smiling and shit, brother, you in trouble. I'm gonna be honest with you, you're gonna be in trouble. You have no idea. You just up the ante with her. How much? So you heard me, and she started laughing about it. Like, I like that shit, and her voice get deep.
Dray, the ante has already been upped. The ante has already been upped. When they didn't set any boundaries or safe words or any type of safe actions, they didn't do that. They just jumped into it. That's like you not even testing the bathwater before you get in. You just, your ass gonna get scalded. Period. You already burnt. Your only
I understand that. I agree. I definitely agree. But I'm saying, from just his question alone, he said should he hit her on purpose? That's what I'm talking about. If you do that, then again, you either open up the door for some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Some other shit.
And that's what I was getting ready to say, because if he doesn't set boundaries right now, who knows that she's not ordering whips and chains and handcuffs and balls with spikes on it.
Sounds like a good time to me. Sounds like a good time to me.
Hey,
listen to it, man.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is
man. You better listen to these women and run, brother. This is
what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna in the most respectful way possible. The three of y'all's advice is perfect, but he said, Ebony, what should I do? He didn't ask for y'all shit. So today,
No,
right now, y'all
Oh,
what you said don't matter.
she said, "Look, our opinion matters."
No, that shit don't mean a damn thing. This he said, Ebony, what should I do? He didn't say Ebony and the 3 heartbeats. What I do? He said, Ebony, what should I do? So,
are you Eddie Kane up in this bitch now?
Mr. Abused.
I see where we going with this.
Mr. Abused, do what I told you.
Run.
And let her let her continue to do what she's doing. But y'all do need to establish some safe word. You need a safe word. You need a safe word for sure.
Create a safe
word. Know how to use your safe word. Know when to use your safe word. It sounds like you a little punkish. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle a little force.
Man, you can't go in on that man's manhood like that, call him punkish. But damn it, the safe word thing, you was good with that. Look, don't try to abuse. You abusing a man now.
Look, man, he likes it. Shit. He likes it. That's why he said.
Man, you better stand up. Don't take that shit right now, man. You getting it from 2 women? No,
that's
man.
That's why he said, Ebony, give me advice. He didn't say, Shari, give me your sugar cut advice. He didn't say, Lisa, give me a Miss Prince advice. He damn sure didn't say, Dray, give me some advice.
He's listening to Dray, though. He got to be listening to me.
I bet
look, man, if you ain't listening to me, listen to me, bro.
Unless you got the same thing his wife got, he ain't fucking with you.
Man, no.
Dray, you're not going to win with Ebony and her
I'm
Ebonite.
not finna go. I ain't got nothing to say.
Ebony
can't punk me. I ain't no punk bitch. I'm telling you right now. Look, man. This is getting out of hand.
And y'all have a good time. Let her order those whips and chains and those ball gags and all that and those peggers. Let her. She about to open up. She about to change your life. She about to change your life.
A pegger?
Yep. So now she about to change his life.
Oh my God, man. Dude, she gonna have you on a corner with heels. And just don't listen to Ebony right now. Ebony gonna change your life, man, with a wig, all kind of shit. Don't listen to this, man. What y'all do in the
bedroom, if you've been satisfied that way, because he's being satisfied, it ain't stopping him from nothing. He ain't freezing up. You having fun, just get the safe word and then introduce all that other stuff. All you need is a safe word. That's all. Hey, your safe word can be Ebony. How about that? Y'all use that. Let that be your safe word. And then y'all just keep doing what you're doing. Bam. Bam. Go ahead.
Ebony, what's the safe word?
Ebony.
No.
You gonna know. You gonna get that man killed. Who the fuck is Ebony? No. Who the fuck is it? You gonna get that man killed. No. He already abused. You gonna get that man killed. No. Definitely don't use a dude's name either. Don't use a dude's name either. So don't call Dray. Don't say no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing shit else to happen. Mm-hmm. Say hookah. Something.
It's gonna be a simple
something.
It's naturally unbothered because your ass done gave him the advice.
Man, look, and if it happened, Ebony, what's your address again?
Oklahoma City. You said you live on 43rd or 44th. What street you live on, Dray? Okay.
What street? I don't live in Oklahoma no more.
He don't live in Oklahoma.
Let's look Dray up.
You trying to get me set up?
Look on Dray up because he
Ebony Sims Facebook. Where are we at?
Abuse. I'm telling you what to do.
Don't do it. Lisa, you got some fun facts for us?
Fun facts.
Sing the jingle.
Fun facts. Fun facts. Fun facts. Sing her jingle. Fun facts. Do. Fun facts.
Shit, that was deep. That was like, I've never heard of angelic voice. Oh my God.
Hey,
man, like I got like one tear ran down my eye, but it went right back up. So that was close. That was all right.
We encourage her foolishness. We encourage.
We do. Yeah, we entertain it.
I see.
We love it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ebony.
Mm-hmm. Anytime.
Fun facts.
Okay.
Wow.
So the fun fact for tonight is scientific studies have found that self-pleasure and orgasm boost your immune system and raises your white blood cell count, particularly cells that help fight off infection.
Ooh.
So for those of you out there that don't know how to self-pleasure yourself,
I don't fuck with you.
you can eat.
You don't know how to. You don't even fuck with you. You don't fuck with you. I don't fuck. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't do that. You have just changed.
For those of you out there who don't know how to self-pleasure yourself,
oh yes,
please inbox us. Please reach out to us.
You do not.
Because we have more
videos,
than 1,000 ways
yes,
to educate you on masturbation, orgasm,
yes,
and a whole bunch of other things.
I think our next sex position Sunday will be self-love again. We ain't did self-love in a while.
Yes, honey, because there's nothing better than a little bit of masturbation.
Oh my God!
To make
Speaking of which, tonight,
because we want Dray to fuck with you.
Exactly.
We need
exactly.
You to fuck with yourself,
if you don't fuck with yourself, I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know your body, so how can I get to know your body if you don't even know it?
There you go.
Man.
So, there was a young lady that I had a conversation with on Dray's page. And how there's always certain people that need to be in a relationship. They don't know how to be single.
Man, yes I do. No, I don't. But yes, I do.
He don't know how to be single. So we're gonna make sure that when we air this episode, that we have a nice picture of Dray, so y'all ladies can write in and y'all can do some dating. Actually, because the
matchmaker, make me a match.
They can if they got on a suit.
Y'all only gonna get to like.
They got on a hazmat suit. We can meet.
Matchmaker, make me a match.
And Ebony,
find me a find, catch me a catch. Do. Match.
There it is again. That tear went down and came right back up again. God dang, that's beautiful.
We're gonna get Dray a wife for 2021. We're gonna get him a wife. So y'all need to send in y'all videos.
Do that.
Email address.
Do that.
So we can.
I really need a woman in my life. Like seriously.
If you don't have edges or you missing teeth, don't
you
even
really do,
keep going. Keep scrolling.
Actually, that's 100%. Keep going.
Keep going. You must take care of your feet. And you must self-love. Okay.
And if you don't know how to self-love yourself.
Absolutely.
First off, I don't even know what you look like. I'm trying to get you a good woman. Let me see what you look like first. You might not have no teeth. And you might not have no edges. But I can't see him back because it said by request. No, he did not.
He must have not accepted your friend request on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't even know you sent me anything. I'm sorry. At least I did. Except something, I'll check it. I'll do it here in a little bit. Seriously, because I don't want to lose the podcast. So I'll do it in a second. Seriously.
All right, Dray. So what kind of lady are you looking for? Let our listeners know. Because right now, there's like 2,300 people that listen to us.
Shit. All 2,300 listeners.
I mean, if that's what you're into.
Not all of them. Some of them are men now.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. So I like a girl who's fine, who takes her time. No, all right. No, man, seriously, I like a woman. The biggest thing that I'm looking for with a woman, man, is someone who is about something, somebody who has some substance about her, who does not mind, if I'm down and she's above me, she does not mind reaching down, grabbing me, picking me up to get up on her level. She's being my backbone. You know what I'm saying? I can be the head, but I need a neck. And that's where I need that woman to come in at, you know what I'm saying, who is definitely supportive, who lifts me up, who makes me feel like a man, you know what I'm saying, at all times. And in return, she's getting a man. She's getting that love reciprocated. She's getting that what she needs. So, like I said, that's just, it's basic, you know what I'm saying? But, it's effective. So how we gel, how we vibe with each other, that is I'm real big on that. Is vibing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've already had my children. I had a vasectomy. I'm done. I've had enough children. Now for the right woman, I'm 43 years old. For the right woman, let's say she didn't have kids, or she really, 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 we ended up married and she really wanted to have a child together. If I was in love with that woman, I would do that for that woman. I'm willing to make whatever sacrifice for that woman that I am in love with. So I'm open to it. That's not my first goal, is to have kids. But if she wanted to have kids or she didn't have kids and wanted, I would do everything in my possible power to please that woman.
Don't have any kids, yeah. So if she, right.
You 43 years
I don't mind children. I don't mind
small children.
Even a woman having children. I prefer, actually, in a sense, kind of in a twisted way, I kind of prefer that she does, because she can understand the struggle of dealing with kids. She doesn't necessarily have to, but she understands the struggle that comes along with raising kids. So if she doesn't mind having a blended family, I have no problem with that. So look, at this point in time, if I'm in something or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I can shoot the club up and ain't nobody getting hit. I can tell you that right now. I can unload and there's nobody going to get hit. I promise you.
That's awesome.
All right. That's awesome. So, Dray,
I'd love to.
Absolutely.
We hope you come back. It was awesome. You fit right in, like you've been here the whole time.
I can do. Hey, look, I can put up with Ebony shit. I ain't fucking with Ebony right now, man. Man, look, you ain't. I'm not Miss Abusive. You're not gonna tell me what to do. But what you want me to do again? What you say?
Don't push me.
I ain't no punk, but it's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
But I follow directions. You tell me, right?
Follow directions.
Damn it.
You ain't no punk. Yeah.
Yes. All right, let me stop that.
Right,
okay, guys. Follow Naturally Unbothered on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. You can email us at naturallyunbothered2, that is the number 2, @gmail.com. Naturally Unbothered, the number 2, @gmail.com. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Radio Public, and Overcast. Make sure you subscribe, you rate, and you leave a review. Tell a friend to tell all of their motherfucking whole ass friends to tune in to Naturally Unbothered.
Yes.
Man, I'm easy to find on IG. I'm Mr._cigar_chill. Again, man, here you go. And on Facebook, Dray Hogan, Dray Hogan, Hogan. Very easy. It's a fun page. I have fun. Show me love. That's all I'm saying. I'm very easy to find.
Hold on. We had a guest.
That's what's up.
A guest. Do. We had a guest.
Damn it! Every time you do that doo-doo, that tear, it's like it's right, man.
Well, I love it. Do 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 do.
That jingle sucked.
Do
Monkey
do
balls.
do
I didn't
do
like
do do do. Okay, good.
There you go. It ran down now.
Until next week, y'all. Get out.
Peace.
Bye.